Yo, what is going on YouTube? It's your boy Dan, aka aDrive. I'm bringing you guys a brand new video today. Today we're going to be talking about Pokemon Sword and Shield and ranking all of the brand new Pokemon that have been revealed so far for the Galar region. Now the last time I did one of these, it caused quite a bit of controversy, so I'm really excited to hear your opinions in the comment section below. Be sure to like the video whether you agree with my opinions or not, and make sure you guys subscribe if you guys are new. But the introduction of Galarian Weezing, Obstagoon, and so many more has got me wanting to rank these guys in terms of which ones I like the most, but I definitely want to hear your opinions down below. Before we jump into that though, today's video is a sponsored video by Raid Shadow Legends. Guys, this mobile game is super duper epic and I highly recommend you check it out. It is a free-to-play RPG mobile game with a ton of story, incredible animations, and just countless amount of gameplay that you could jump into for 5 minutes or 5 hours, whatever works for you. Honestly, I was actually blown away at how good this game was, just from a graphical standpoint on a mobile game. I don't do a ton of mobile gaming, but this one blew me away, man. There's a ton of awesome characters and heroes and champions that you can choose from. My favorite one was Crypt King Grawl, dude. I love the undead hordes. They look super duper cool. And the cool thing about Crypt King Grawl is he actually has a couple different options for status. He can inflict like burn damage and all sorts of cool stuff. So it's really optimal in pretty much every situation. So there's over 200,000 reviews for this game so far on the App Store, and it's almost a perfect score. That's pretty crazy, man. You can check it out in the description below and use my link to get 50,000 silver and a free epic champion to get it kicked off for the aDrive new player program. So definitely check that out in the description below, and let's jump into the video. Alright, so let's rank these Pokemon and see what we got here. You've got Zigzagoon, the Galarian form, Rolycoly, Wooloo, Yamper, the two legendaries, of course, Galarian Linoon, and a bunch of cool stuff. You got the starters, Galarian Weezing, etc. I'm gonna rank these, S tier being the best tier, F tier being the lowest tier, and we're gonna have some fun with it, man, and I know I'm gonna make some people angry. So let's get it started. Speaking of angry, we gonna talk about hangry. My man, Morpeko here, where is he gonna land? I actually really like this design. I think it's pretty cool. I'm gonna put it in B tier for now. I love the idea that this dude is always trying to eat, and then when he gets hungry, he gets all angry and starts throwing his hands everywhere and goes a little crazy. So I thought that that was pretty cool. So I'm a big fan of Morpeko here. I actually really like this dude. One of my kind of faves that got announced. But speaking of faves, baby, Corviknight is going straight to S tier, baby. One of the best designs revealed so far. Corviknight is top tier, man. This thing looks awesome. It's got the edginess, it's got the power, it's got a Gigantamax form. I'm very excited to see what Corviknight has in store for us. Whether it's going to be kind of the early game Pokemon that evolves into Corviknight or something else, I'm not quite sure, but I'm definitely excited to kind of see where that goes, for sure, for sure. Now, let's jump into Yamper here. I'm going to put Yamper at D tier, and I know you might be like, aDrive, how could you put Yamper D tier? It's so cute. I'm sorry, I'm not a big Yamper fan. I just am not. I think it'll be cool, but I don't really like its design that much. I'm very excited to see what its evolution looks like, but I'm not really feeling the design. I know a lot of people think it's super cute, but it doesn't really blow me away. I'm gonna be totally honest with you. Dreadnought, however, is pretty darn awesome, so Dreadnought's going to A tier. Dreadnought looks amazing, dude. I'm not super sold on the water and rock typing, but he looks pretty cool. I hope he gets some sort of a pre-evolution. I think that that would be really neat, but I do like him. I think he looks pretty neat. I love his design. It's gonna be interesting to see how good he is competitively, though, because that typing can be a little bit hit or miss, but it does get a Gigantamax form, and I think that that's pretty cool. Now, I know this is gonna make some people angry. Wooloo! I'm gonna put you in D tier too, man. I'm not a Wooloo guy, man. Mareep is the best sheep. I'm sorry. Mareep is the best sheep. I think that that's the best sheep. Simple as that. I'm sorry. I don't really like Wooloo that much. Get out of here. You may like it, you may not. Swordman, you're going to D tier as well. All right, listen, Zacian, I probably am gonna get him backwards. I think that one's Zacian. I don't really like Zacian that much, man. He's got a sword. He looks okay. He's not my favorite legendary. I do like Zamazenta, and again, if I'm getting their names backwards, my apologies. We're gonna put him in B tier because I actually really like the shield legendary more than the sword legendary. I feel like it's kind of weird that he's just holding the sword in his mouth. Not that I expected anything else, but they could have made him have a sword like Unicorn. He could have been like a unicorn, but instead, he's just holding the sword in his mouth, and it's, you know, it doesn't do it for me. I'm not, well, yeah, it doesn't do it for me, but the shield homie, I like him. I like the shield homie. I think he looks pretty cool. Duraludon, baby, you're going to A tier, man. Duraludon, I know that people do not like Duraludon, but I love my dude. He looks like an inhaler, and I love the typing of Steel and Dragon. I think that's an amazing typing. Never really use it competitively because I don't like to use legendaries that much. And Dialga, you know, I'm not a Dialga guy. But Duraludon, man, I love him, man. He looks so awesome. I love his typing. I know that people don't like him, but I don't care. I think he looks super duper cool, so I'm feeling it. I'm gonna throw, let's see here. Alchemy, I'm gonna put Alchemy in D tier. I don't think it's anything special. Alchemy's okay. Like, I think it's all right. Like, nothing jumping out to me. It's nothing special, nothing crazy. I feel like I should have been a little less harsh on Wooloo. I'm gonna move Wooloo up to C tier just to kind of fill things out. You know, I'm gonna move him up a little bit because I kind of like Wooloo, I guess, a little bit more than Alchemy. So I guess I'll do that. I guess I'll do that. All right, let's keep it moving here. Roly-Coly. I don't really like Roly-Coly that much, but I'm very hopeful for what it's gonna evolve into. So I'm gonna put Roly-Coly in D tier as well, because I feel like I just kind of been indifferent about it. Like, I'm not like, oh my god, this is amazing, but I will say I am optimistic for what it's gonna evolve into. I think it's gonna turn into a big train, homie. I think that's gonna be really cool. I'm excited for that and what's to come there, all right? So I saved some of the newer Pokemon for last, and I'm holding off on the starters because, you know, I think Gossifleur, dude, I hate to just keep putting things in D tier. I really feel like Gossifleur, it's an okay design, nothing too crazy. I think I'm gonna put Gossifleur in C tier. I think it's an okay design. Like I said, it doesn't really jump out to me. I think it's cute, it's nice looking, nothing too crazy. It's not like, it doesn't blow me away under any stretch of the imagination. I'm not an Eldegoss fan though. To me, this is like, it's just Whimsicott reimagined. I don't really like it that much. I think Eldegoss is just kind of, I don't know, I don't hate the Pokemon. I just don't like its design. It doesn't resonate with me. I'm not sitting here like, oh my god, I have to have an Eldegoss or a Gossifleur on my team. Like, neither of those Pokemon really do anything for me. They don't jump out to me, you know what I'm saying? So, cool Pokemon, but again, it just reminds me of a kind of Whimsicott reimagined, and I understand that some of these other Pokemon are kind of other Pokemon reimagined in a way too, but that one really just doesn't do it for me. It just looks like another generic grass-type Pokemon that's not gonna make my team. All right, I really like Zigzagoon, dude. I really love the design. I'm not a big Zigzagoon fan in general, but I love this kind of like punk, steampunk theme for Zigzagoon. I just think it looks so good, dude. I really am a big fan of Galarian forms and the idea that they're bringing those back because, like, Alolan forms are one of my absolute favorite things for Pokemon Sun and Moon. So the fact that they're reimagining Pokemon again, that's just a big home run for me, in my opinion. Like, I just love that idea. It's easier for them. They can take old Pokemon and kind of bring them in a new light. And I think that one of the things I love about it is it can, in some cases, actually make old Pokemon way better, and that's the case for Weezing here. When it comes to design, I'm not that excited about Weezing. I think it looks okay, but in terms of competitive, I love the idea of this Galarian Weezing, rather. Poison Fairy with Levitate, dude. It's only got 2 weaknesses, Psychic and Steel. It's gonna, if it has the coverage that Weezing has, it's probably gonna have Dazzling Gleam and Dark Pulse and Thunderbolt and Fire Blast, and it's gonna have things like Toxic Spikes and Will-O-Wisp and Memento and Pain Split, and there's so much possibilities, man. We saw Muck go from being a pretty mediocre Pokemon to being an incredible Pokemon in Alolan Muck. I'm really excited to see what happens with Galarian Weezing, because I feel like that thing could be really cool. Obstagoon, I think, is a pretty cool design. I'm not like drooling over it, but I do think it's a cool design, so I'm gonna put it in B tier because I do think it's actually pretty neat. I love the fact that it get an evolution, so just like bonus points for that in general. The fact that, you know, Linoone gets some new love, like a Pokemon I didn't expect just randomly gets this new evolution. To me, that's pretty darn awesome if you ask me. So I'm excited to see what's going down with Obstagoon here. Impidimp, I know a lot of people like Impidimp, but he just doesn't do it for me, man. I'm sorry. I love the fact that we're gonna get a Darkin Fairy for the first time. Like, a brand new typing, I love it. But I gotta see an evolution here, because Impidimp, it reminds me a lot like Sableye. I think a lot of people feel that way. Its design just doesn't do it for me, though. Like, I don't look at Impidimp and be like, yo, that's the Pokemon I need on my team. It just doesn't. It just doesn't. Whereas, like, a Duraludon and a Corviknight, I'm like, those Pokemon, I really would like to use on my team because I feel like they're really cool. They've got cool designs. They're going to be powerful. You know what I mean? But Impidimp, I just feel like is going to be one of those Pokemon. Maybe it gets Prankster. It looks like it's going to be doing status things. But maybe it turns into a giant troll or something, and then it gets super powerful, and then it ends up being really cool looking. But a lot of this ranking is design-wise, and it just doesn't do it for me. The Linoon, I'm gonna put in C tier as well. I think Galarian Linoon looks cool, but I do like Galarian Zigzagoon more. I think I just like Zigzagoon's design more than Linoon's design in general. So kind of the base point there was a little easier. So, you know, I mean, that's a thing. But nevertheless, I don't think it's bad at all. I just, you know, I don't, like, to me, I don't see myself actually using, like, Zigzagoon on my team. I just like his design, so I think it looks cool. More Pico, I feel like, actually looks kind of dope, though. Like, that Pokemon, I really like in terms of the new ones. And now we are down to the starters, man. And this is where things get tough, because I have to say, and I've said this on stream, I actually think this is the best collection of 3 starters that we've seen in a long time. When I first saw the starters, my first reaction was, Grookey's amazing. And then I was kind of like, yo, I actually really like Sobble. And since time has gone on, we've had some months, I actually really like Scorbunny. And people keep asking me, aDrive, which starter are you gonna pick for Sword and Shield? And I'm like, dude, I gotta see evolutions, man. I can't decide. I actually like all 3. But based on this moment right here, we're gonna rank them right now. And this is gonna be really tough. The way I feel right now, not talking about evolutions, forget about the rumors and all that other stuff, I'm gonna put Sobble in C tier. I'm gonna put it in C tier. I believe that Sobble is gonna be awesome when it evolves, though. I just wanna say that. From a design perspective, it looks cool. I'm not a big fan of, like, the fact that he's just always crying, but hopefully he gets over it. If he does it does have a spy theme, that could be really cool. Scorbunny, I'm gonna put Grookey in B tier. I like Grookey. I like that he takes a little stick out, bangs it on the ground, on the drum. You know, I think he is gonna be some sort of musical-based monkey. I think that that's kind of cool. I have a feeling that it could get ruined from evolution. I love Chespin and Quilladin. I don't like Chestnut. So we'll see what happens there with Grookey. And Scorbunny, like I said, lately Scorbunny has grown on me quite a bit. So, where is it gonna land? I think I'm gonna actually put Scorbunny. I'm gonna put Scorbunny in B tier. I think I'm gonna put it in B tier. Scorbunny, like I said, has grown on me a tremendous amount. At first, I didn't really like it that much, but it has grown on me. I like its design, and I'm hopeful that it evolves into something awesome and not just another generic fire fighting starter. That's my tier list. I actually think it's pretty good. I think Corviknight really stands strong. I love Dreadnought. When I first saw it, I was blown away. Duraludon is a really cool Pokemon. I do like the B. I think that's pretty fair. C tier is good. I maybe was a little harsh on Yamper. I could see maybe moving Yamper up to C tier. You know, and then I think Eldegoss, I'm not a big fan of. And again, I'm not a big fan of Impidimp. And honestly, Alchemy, I think it's cute. I love its Gigantamax form, though. It turns into a big cake, so I can't be mad about that. But otherwise, I feel like I stand by my statements here, but I know you guys are gonna have different opinions, so let me know in the comments section below. Hit that like button, whether you agree or disagree. So many people disliked the last one because they disagreed, but you know what? Do your thing. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. Shout out to our sponsor again, and thank you guys for checking out this video. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.